Myself, I like to melt it all. You know, I don't consider myself like a master in theory. I studied theory at a community college, and then little bits and pieces on my own. So it's not like I've had amazing, you know, teaching. But I did have, when I was learning it, I did have like epiphanies. You know, it's like you start learning theory, you start learning inversions, you're just like, oh, that's what I've been doing all my life. And so those are the things you start kind of gluing together with your songs that you've done in the past. So when I'm writing, I may start off with an idea, with like a theory idea, and then I kind of elaborate. For instance, my solo album, I have a song called Olvídala, which just those three chords, I was like, oh, that's really pretty, you know? I was like, what can I do with that? So from there, I did. You know, and I'm just, at that point, I'm like, okay, I know the little theory parts that that little chunk was enough of theory. You know, from that point, I'm actually using my ear and trying to just write pretty stuff, you know? But it's there, you know? And whenever I get stuck, sometimes I'll break out the theory as well. I wouldn't say that there's no rule when to use it, when not to use it. You know, if you feel like you're going back and forth, keep doing that. You know, I felt like also theory when I first started learning it, I was so fixated on using it that it actually slowed me down. You know, writing became harder. It was just like why the songs didn't come out as cool as I wanted them to. So I started, you know, went back and I was like, just listen to your ear and feel, you know, write what feels comfortable and what sounds good to you, you know? And then, yeah, like I said, break out the theory when you need it. We'll do another question. All right.
One more last one for me. So where did you guys hope that Hungry come from?
There's, I learned it from Tosin. Tosin learned it from Evan Brewer. Do you know who that is? Yeah, yeah. He is now in a band called Entheos. Evan Brewer was a student of Reggie Wooten. So that's the lineage for where we get it from. Yeah, we still don't have it like that, like they do. started playing guitar when I was 6. I probably had my first professional performance by the age of 10, and I played with my guitar teacher at the time. He was like a flamenco player. I played bass actually for his flamenco dance party or something. So that was my first like professional performance that I remember. My first band, I was 16. It was a metal band when I was in high school. I already had my 7-string, so I was definitely writing all 7-string stuff. It was very metal. I was a screamer. I was actually a guitarist and vocalist. I started smoking cigarettes so I could make my voice deeper. It was a bad mistake. The experience, I mean, it was cool, you know, and necessary, and you know, it's a blessing and a curse. I'm stuck here now, doing the same thing. 35 years old. So it's awesome. I mean, it's definitely a learning experience. You know, every time you are in a band, you know, you take a little. It's a relationship, man. I don't know how many relationships you've been in, but I guess you get better at them the more you are at them.
I seen you guys in Cleveland earlier this year with Devin Townsend, and I've seen that you guys actually had Alex Marquez learning sound for you.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
We're homies. We're just friends. He's from DC area as well. But we actually know Alex more so from the Periphery camp. You know, a lot of crew guys constantly go back and forth between bands depending on what tour that is available or who confirmed who first. Alex Marquez is just somebody who we work with when available. When we don't work with him, we have our other front house guy, who's Chris McKinney, who does also Circus Survive and a few other bands. So, I mean, the same way we met him through touring with Circus Survive. It was just like, hey, you're sick. You want to do sound for us? He was like, yeah. Now, it's like 5 years that we've been working with him. With Alex, he's only done like a couple tours. I mean, they're great, you know?